So Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith might just have the worst relationship in the entire world. Like a couple of years ago, they were looked at as like the perfect couple, the perfect relationship. But looking at them now, it's just a massive difference in what people really thought about them. So recently, Jada Pinkett Smith did an interview with someone that I just can't tell you who it is. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I just don't know the name, but I will post the interview clip. But let me summarize it for you real quick. So in the interview, Jada pretty much says that her and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years. And if you can't do quick maths, that's 2016, right? So from 2016, they were separated. They didn't live together, and they were like divorced in their own relationship, but not legally.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was...
So I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I thought of after watching this clip is just why did Will Smith slap Chris Rock, right? Because you gotta understand, right? Like Jada just said they weren't together from 2016 onwards, right? They just weren't together in a relationship while legally they were still married, but to them they were separated. So why did Will Smith slap Chris Rock then? Like if they weren't together, what difference did the slap make? Like did Jada just suddenly after the slap get super horny for Will Smith or something? Like it just doesn't add up. But obviously she didn't get more in love with Chris Smith because she just came out and said, yeah, we've been separated from 2016 and we're still separated. You know what I'm trying to say?
Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
So I apologize for making you guys rewatch the same clip that you've probably seen more times and your name has been called out in your life, but I just want to say, like, after this incident, Will Smith really hasn't done anything massive, right? Like, when's the last time you heard of Will Smith featuring on a film and having like a big role, or being featured on a movie that's like gone super viral or super big on the box office? You just haven't heard of it, right? Like before the slap, Will Smith's name had some sort of like, it had that presence. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when Will Smith was at his peak, you knew a movie that featured Will Smith was gonna be good. Now it's just like, okay, whatever. Like, why do I care if it's Will Smith? Is he gonna slap someone again?
Not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been...
I'm not gonna lie, a part of me kind of believes that Will Smith had absolutely no knowledge in the separation and that Jada is just making up some like fabled story about how they are separated. So whatever he did to defend her doesn't really isn't impressing her, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna jump into a conclusion based on the evidence or based on the information I have, and I think Will Smith didn't know they were quote unquote separated, as Jada said, and that they were just together, or Will Smith thought like that, right? So I'm just saying, bro, if they were really separated, why would Will Smith defend, Jada on TV and slap Chris Rock, right? Because if they weren't together, there's no reason for him to defend her. So I originally recorded this video at 9 a.m. and my internet, it has been so slow for the last couple of days that I just haven't been able to upload any videos. So I saw this post going around and I just wanted to talk about this in the thing, which makes everything I said so far sound kind of dumb because I have a new theory, right? I'm not trying to say that like I'm like a game theorist or something, but I feel like this theory is actually spot on. The reason why Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith is because Will Smith found out that Chris Rock was trying to ask out Jada and hit her up. So when Will Smith, or let me rephrase that, when Chris Rock made a joke at Jada. He got mad and he remembered that Chris Rock was trying to hit on her, and he slid. You know what I'm trying to say? He made sure he slid for her, and I'm just gonna say it didn't end up good for him. Well, that's gonna be the end of the video, and honestly, I think about this J. Cole line, you know what I'm trying to say, in No Role Models, where he says that Jada and that Will Love or something around those lines. Yeah, that song aged so well, but also so terribly. But it's still a fire song, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, a like and comment, subscribe, whatever would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. If you're subscribed, you're a legend. Yeah, but peace out. Hopefully my internet can get better. This is post production me from the future, so hopefully it gets better. If you're seeing this, it means it's either taken like 10 years or my internet is back to being half decent good. But yeah, peace out.